What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix series Raising Dion Season 2! Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this! First up, I would like to say thank you to Netflix for granting me the screeners to this entire new season. They've asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore this review is spoiler free. I repeat, there are no spoilers in this video review. Let me preface this by admitting that I was actually a huge fan of the previous first season. That thing at the end with the thunder and lightning as the Crooked Man towers over Dion in their epic battle. It was great, it was fantastic. It was the kind of exciting ending that made you want to see what would happen next. Unfortunately though, this new season 2 is rather weak. Look, I get that this is a family-friendly show, meaning we should not expect anything remotely close to DC or Marvel quality. This is supposed to be a mild, harmless middle schooler's good versus evil story, and to a certain extent, it is. But I feel like the first season had more edge to it. It was a lot edgier, you know? It was bolder. Whereas this new season is kinda dull and bland and frankly quite boring. Some of the plots on some of these episodes are also pointless fillers. The triangle of justice goes from adorable to straight up cringe, and the show also brings in some new love interests that kind of wear the story down instead of building it up. This is just a very poorly written season overall, and it's terrible what they're doing with these characters. Based on Dennis Liu's comic book and showrun and executive produced by Carol Barbie, Raising Dion follows the story of Nicole and her son Dion after Dion starts to manifest several mysterious superhero-like abilities. 2 years after defeating the Crooked Man, Season 2 follows Dion as he continues honing his powers with the support of his mom and Tevin, his Biona trainer who catches Nicole's eye. After befriending new student Brayden, a fellow powered kid, a series of alarming events unfold and Dion learns that danger is still looming. Navigating twists and turns and surprise visitors, Dion and Nicole must prevail again, not just to save themselves, but the entire city of Atlanta. Starring Alicia Wainwright, Josiah Young, Jasmine Simon, and Jason Ritter. It goes without saying that even though I will not be spilling spoilers here, this review is mainly for those of you, my fellow Raising Dion fans, who already know what's up. Now, a few years have gone by since the events of Season 1, and that's probably a contributing factor to why this show experiences fatigue. Perhaps if they had filmed it soon after, or if the story picks up right exactly where it left off, then they could have capitalized on the generally positive responses that the previous season enjoyed. So, on these first few new episodes, Dion is trying to juggle school with being a hero, and with the help of Esperanza and John, Dion manages to find some time in the morning to do whatever good he can in his neighborhood. Now, this is not a spoiler. Pat is back, but the details regarding Pat's role this time around are a bit of a spoiler, so I'm gonna let you find that out for yourself. But to be honest, I really wish the story would just move on from Pat and the Crooked Man. I mean, there are cases in which round 2 makes sense, but here, this is just a tepid attempt to turn bad guy into anti-hero, when Pat could have just stayed gone in memory as a great villain. Oh, you remember the tech and research facility Biona, right? I've never read the comic book on which this show is based, but I'm assuming Star Labs was part of that inspiration. Anyway, Biona is now training powered people, and Season 2 tries to inject X-Men type persecution complex and prejudice, but that story thread is ultimately toothless. The overarching arc, however, is Dion facing a formidable foe. Now that actually has a potential, but it keeps getting interrupted by those pointless fillers that constantly put the story to a halt, including a school musical that feels out of place and unnecessary. Look, this new season is not worth my time rambling on. So in conclusion, Raising Dion Season 2 is definitely not as solid as its predecessor. Halfway through this new season, I was hoping it would just be over with already.